room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Right there, 56.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action here with Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff to Mixon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Niners' 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten down. There you go.
To throw here, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
So Dalton now. Caught Eifert over the middle. He's got the first down inside the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 74 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra. Tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Dalton here from the gun. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the screen.
From the 41, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 38, Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go, here we go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain there of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. It's a run by Coleman to start the 3rd quarter. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 50's a must. Check right, check right.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, he's just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Garoppolo looks to throw. Screenplay, McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down now. It's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 9 yards on the touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go. Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. On first down, Bernard. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check. Watch 54. All day, just like that.
On second and 9, Dalton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. Dalton
operating in the red zone now. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10, right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Passing, it's Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So Dalton now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Eifert. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, 43 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They begin with a run by Mixon. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Squeeze down the left.
All right, here's Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So now Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Joe Mixon. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a